6. Bergen, Norway. It is one of the most photographed cities in Norway and, of course, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Its old quarter, Bergen, once occupied by the Hanseatic League, is the postcard of colorful houses that we take from the city. It is located between 7 hills, some of them known to be the place where their popular trolls live. It is also the gateway to the Norwegian fjords. So it is not surprising that it is one of the essential stops to contemplate this wonder of nature. The KODE Museum exhibits some of the best works of its most illustrious painter, Edvard Munch. We will find its better taste at the port, where the different street vendors sell some of the gastronomic delights of the country. Salmon and dried cod are their hallmarks. 7. Istanbul, Turkey. Halfway between Europe and Asia, Istanbul is an example of coexistence between the ancient traditions with the Western modernity. It was called Byzantium first, and, later, Constantinople. Its history still beats in the oldest part of the city. There we find some of its most significant buildings, such as the Blue Mosque, Hagia Sophia, the Cisterna Basilica, the Topkapi Palace or the Grand Bazaar, capable of taking us back in time. Its most cosmopolitan area is located on the other side of the Bosphorus, where culture and life have been much more westernized. Istanbul has opened itself to the world without losing its Turkish essence. It is also the only city where, just by crossing a bridge, we can change continents. 8. San Francisco, United States. The city of the slopes is considered one of the most beautiful cities in the United States. Its large garden areas, the parks where you can disconnect from the big city and the beaches that surround its coast make it one of the favorite places for travelers. The Golden Gate is one of the most recognized icons of America. So is Alamo Square, where you can find the popular painted ladies. The international character of the cities gets its proper reflections in its neighborhoods. All of them multicultural and full of life. It is also a city where entertainment, performing arts, music, and its great variety of museums prevail. Nine. Venice, Italy. The city of the channels is made up of more than 100 small islands joined together by more than 400 bridges. Its main charm lies in the fact that it is a pedestrian city since the only traffic allowed is that of the boats that cross its channels. This is why Venice owns the title of the most romantic and special cities in Europe. Many artists have left their mark on it. A Venetian school of painting actually exists and examples of it can be seen in many museums worldwide. Its Renaissance architecture is one of its main hallmarks, as is the Plaza de San Marcos. There you will find some of the Italian cafes and restaurants most frequented by tourists. It was also an important nucleus for Italian music. Not only Vivaldi was born here, but it also has one of the most famous opera coliseums in the world. 10. San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. Located in the state of Guanajuato, this Mexican city is one of the quietest in the center of the country. And also one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Its colonial past, visible in many of its buildings, coexists with its Mexican essence. This is evident in the large number of canteens scattered around its streets, markets, gastronomy, or in many of its museums. It also played an important role in the Mexican War of Independence, which is why the city is part of Miguel Hidalgo's route today. San Miguel de Allende has an intense cultural and artistic life, as well as large green and forested areas in its surroundings. A few minutes from the historic center is El Charco, a nature reserve that includes a botanical garden and a water system from the colonial era.